I'ma tell you like this, nigga. I got 100 G's on my line. I ain't eating Jacksons when I be in Overtown. Bitch, I'm eating Lavish. Look up, oh, it's snowing now. I just throw the cabbage, go hold it down. Got an order in the attic, that's a couple pounds. New Rolex that I ordered, that's 100,000. Time to milk the game, bitch, I went and bought a cow. My nigga GDK a goon, he'll gun you down. Slid up on him with the stick, yeah, sat him down.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Lavish King, and today is Thursday. First, I want to say again, happy Thursday. If you are a new subscriber, hello. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for all my subscribers. To all my subscribers, my bad. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you sharing the videos, liking, comment. Please continue that. That's going to help us grow. And let's just get this popping. So today's story time is about the worst vacation ever. And the reason why it's the worst vacation ever, because I swear so much like shit happened. And it was supposed to be the best. So let's get right into this. So this was about when I was like 13. I'm going to say 13, 14. So my aunt had planned a vacation for the family, and we were to go to Disney. So what happened was, she lives in North Carolina. I live in Long Island. So first we had to get to North Carolina. The plan was we was going to go to North Carolina, and we was going to stay there for about 2 weeks, then go to Florida, stay there for a week, and then come back to North Carolina, stay there for a week. So what happened is, I got packed up. I was happy as fuck. Like, when anybody says Disney, like, I don't care the fuck how old. Like, that's exciting. Like, the place where dreams are made. But, you know, so I remember me packing up, all happy. We left New York, like, I want to say maybe 12 o'clock at night. We got on the train. My mom's friend drove us to the train station. So I'm on a train, and already there was a problem. One, I don't know about y'all, but on the LAR, especially on like certain stops, there's like, I mean, I'm sure with any train, but there's like huge gaps. So you kind of have to like literally jump. You can't even hop. Like, you have to jump onto the train. So I did that, and I almost basically fell in between the damn train track and the train. So I was already tight because of that. And we already had like another 5 hours to go on the train before we even reached North Carolina. So we on the train, and it was alright from that point on. You know, they had a food cart, which I was hype about it. No trains had a food cart. I'm like, oh shit, you about to get this lit. Got, you know, a few White Castle burgers, some fries, some soda, and I was good. I was chilling. I'm like, okay, we had a whole little section out to ourselves. My mom put the bags on the chair so nobody sit up. Like, it was popping. I was laid up, relaxing. It's a smooth train ride from there on. So we get to North Carolina. Remind you, I'm thinking how we're gonna get to my aunt's house from the train station. Lo and behold, my mom has a brother, like a blood brother. I never knew that because she never really spoke about him before we even went on vacation, or at least I never heard. So he picks us up, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna be popping. You know, he probably got some nice car, because I'm the type of guy, like, I don't like them old school cars. I don't like muscle cars. Like, I'm straight up luxury type of cars. You know, Mercedes, Range Rovers. I like those kind of cars. BMWs. So he pulled up in like some old ass Medea looking Cadillac. Like an old ass Cadillac. So I'm like, alright, how bad can this be? So we get in the car, put our luggage in, and the whole way I'm looking out the windows, and there's like nobody on it. I mean, it's like maybe, I want to say 11 in the morning. There's no one on the streets. All the stores are like, most of them are like boarded up. Like, there's like, I did not see one person walking. Even at the gas station, there was like maybe one car there pumping gas. I'm like, where are we? And it wasn't that far south where there's like, huge farmland. Like, it was a little city. And there was just nothing going on. Then you get to the community, like little gated community area. And that's where everybody's at, of course. So they got like a little park there, a pool. And so, yeah, I walked into my aunt's house. And I did not see my cousin, apparently. I don't remember seeing him. And we ain't gonna use no names. We're just gonna call him Cuz. So I haven't seen Cuz in a long ass time. And to my memory, I don't remember meeting him anyway. So we get there, and like I said, I was always tall. Right now I'm like 6'5". I was always tall, so I was like, I think like maybe an inch taller than him, a few inches taller than him. And they're like, oh my God, he's so big, da 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 da. Play football, da da da. And in my head, I'm just like, yo, can we get this vacation on the road? Like, all I care about right now is going to Disney World. I really don't even care about staying here for the 2 weeks. Like, this is bullshit. So anyways, I had a good time. It was a lot of cooking, a lot of eating. Like, that's all I feel like they do in the South is like cook, eat, cook, eat, cook, eat. Like, you want the multiple cookouts and just having a good old time, meeting family that I hadn't seen in a long time. And that part was kind of fun. And then there was the night before we were to go to Disney. So my aunt is a part of the Red Hat Society. So basically, I guess they did it as a team. Like, they all decided, okay, we're going to go on vacation. And they all took their grandchildren or their cousins or, whatever. They took their family. So it was a whole Red Hat Society on the bus. And them some old school ladies. Like, you don't want to say the wrong thing in front of them. You don't want to do the wrong thing. So I was just trying to be as polite as I can. And I'm in the South. Yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Like, I'm trying to like remember my manners heavily down there. So we on the bus, and I was really pissed because, of course, there was one of the Red Hat site, like one of the ladies was missing one of the like grandchildren and their niece and all this shit. So we dead ass was delayed about 2 hours waiting for them to arrive. So they like, oh, don't worry, folks. It's going to be like another hour or so, just hanging tight. Hanging tight. I can't hang it tight. Like, I'm about to go to Disney. Like, it's hype. A nigga is hype. So, the bus finally get moving. And then, about an hour later of driving, we pull over at a gas station. I'm like, already a stop. Like, I'm not even hungry. I just ate. Like, and now it's like another 2-hour break. Everybody just... It was crazy. Like, we ransacked the gas station. Like, it was just ridiculous. Like, so much people was in there buying random shit. Hot dogs, pizza, chips, beef jerkies. Like, it was crazy. So anyways, we get back on the road. And I want to say, I went to sleep for a while. I remember I did go to sleep for a while. And I have my own seat. I make sure. I don't like sitting next to strangers anywhere. The bus, the train, the cat. I don't like. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. I feel like they never give you your space. So I make sure I have my own seat. I put my bag next to me. I was good. And I didn't pack a suitcase. When I go on vacation, I don't pack suitcase. I like to pack a duffel bag. So by this point now, the bus started rolling again. And now I went back to sleep. Sleeping. And when I wake up, they're like, oh, let's go to, where do we went? I think it was Golden Corral. Okay? Now it was my first time going to Golden Corral because they ain't got one in New York. The closest one is in New Jersey. Nobody's driving over to New Jersey to go to no fucking Golden Corral. So, we went to Golden Corral. Now, here's another fucked up part. So, we had Golden Corral and my aunt was paying for everybody. So, we at the table and the waiter comes and, oh, what would you like today? The drink. So, tell me why she gonna say all the kids can have water. Really? My big guy's gonna have water? To drink with all this food? You want me to drink water? I can understand if you said get 1 cup of soda in that day, I could get water. But really? You that cheap? You that cheap? That got me tight. Like, I ain't fun to sit there and drink no water with biscuits and all this heavy food. Like, you must be crazy. Anyways, I drank that water. So, after the buffet, we waited like, I want to say maybe 30 minutes. The bus pulled back around. We hopped back on. Now, from that point on, it was maybe about a 2-hour drive from there. And then I started seeing palm trees. And then I saw that sign, "Welcome to Orlando, Florida." And I was so happy because I know what's on the other side. I know what's on the other side. I know what's on the other side. So we get to the hotel, and I remember right there, it was beautiful. Like, behind the concierge desk, it was like blue crystals on a wall. Like, this shit was nice. It was like the I think it was the JW Marriott. It was just, you can look it up, gorgeous. Like, every detail was not, like, nothing was forgotten. This shit was nice. They even had a fucking theater inside. I was like, what? You have a theater inside the hotel? Never heard of that. So I think my aunt was assigning rooms to, like, who's who. So she was like, "Oh, you going with your cousin friend." So I'm sitting here like, wait, hold on. You putting me with my cousin and his friend? Okay, mind you, my cousin is like maybe, I want to say maybe 7 years, maybe, yeah, like 7 years older than me. So he's grown. His friend is grown. What are you putting me with them for? Then my mom, my sister, and my brother had their own room, and my aunt had her own room to herself. So the first night was fine. I walked in the hotel room and I was hella tight because there's 2 beds and a couch. So I walk in like, okay, I'm gonna get this bed, my cousin gonna get the other bed, and his friend gonna be on the couch. The fuck am I thinking? So I walk in and I go to the bed, put my bag on the bed. I'm starting taking my shit out the duffel bag, putting it on the bed, trying to see what I'm gonna wear for later on that day. So I'm sitting there, I'm packing, My cousin friend walks in, and he like, "Oh, now, Lou, homie, your house is over there." I'm like, "My house?" I'm sitting here laughing like, he got me dying. Like, what you fucking mean my house over there on the couch? I said no. I literally said no. I'm taking the bed. You can have the couch. So he said, "Oh, now, Lou, homie, that's not how it worked." I'm like, okay. So I ain't gonna argue with him. I ain't trying to start no fight. I put my shit back in the bag and I take it to the couch. So I'm sitting there bored as hell. Even though I'm in Florida, beautiful ass hotel. Like when you first get somewhere, it's like, what do I do? Like, especially when you don't know your way around. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So they went to the balcony and, started rolling up their little blunt, start smoking and shit. So then I'm like, okay, now I'm really bored. So I just got the remote, started watching TV, and then I was fine. I was chilling. So then I want to say maybe about 5 o'clock that evening, all hell broke loose. I was in the bathroom, minding my business. I think I was like washing my face or washing my hair. I was washing something. I wasn't taking a shower though. So the door was open and my cousin walked in with boxing gloves. So I'm like, first of all, who the fuck brings boxing gloves on vacation to Florida? Like, I've never, like, you're not Mike Tyson. You don't got a fight to go to. Like, the fuck are you doing? So he's like, "Oh, you want to box, Lou, homie?" I'm like, first of all, I really got tired of that because that's like all they say. Like, I'm tired of Lou, homie. I'm not your Lou, homie. Okay, I was like, no, I don't want to box with you. Like, even though my cousin, like, I don't even know you that much. I don't remember you. Like, you're basically a stranger to me. So I didn't want to be in the hotel room with you in the first place. So we in here, and also, I guess his testosterone kicked in, and he just started hitting me. So at that point, yeah, I was like big for my size. I was tall, but I was like still to this day, like I'm not really a fighter. If there's a way that we could talk about it or something, or if I don't really need to put my hands on you, I'm not gonna put my hands to you. But trust and believe, if it comes a time that I need to, I will. But anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm just like, he really want to fight. Like, he really want to fight. And he's not throwing no soft blows. He's punching hard as fuck. I'm like, all right. So then, who comes in? Fucking Officer Doofy, his friend. So his friend comes in with gloves on too. So then they start going at it a little bit. I'm like, all right. Finishing what I was doing. And then his friend was like, oh, let me get a piece of him, homie. So he started hitting me hard. And at this point, I ain't gonna lie, I started crying. And I'm like screaming, stop. I'm like, yo, stop, chill. You got it. He's not stopping. He's just like going in like if he like was like in a trance. Like he was just, I'm like sitting there saying stop and stuff. Cause you would think he'll be like, all right, chill, homie. He just fucking standing there watching, laughing like the fuck is funny. So then at that point, I'm sitting here like, okay, they say fight or flight. I ain't trying to fight, so my ass was going to flight. So I tried to run, and he pulled me back, and then nigga had, like the fucking like tower rack? He had punched me so hard, like I banged my head into a tower rack, and then that shit fucking broke. Okay? So then now there's a fucking huge ass crack in a fucking tower holder. Who gonna pay for that? Then the back of my head is bleeding, and I think like maybe like this tooth was like bleeding like crazy. So what did I do? I went out of the hotel room, went right knocking on my mom's door. I'm knocking. She was like maybe 3 doors down across the hall. So my mom opens the door, and me being dramatic, I had tissue like in the back of my head. I'm holding it, and I'm crying. And she like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I just got beat up. Like, they jumped me. So then she was like, all right, go next door. My aunt's room was right across from my mom's room. So she was like, go knock on her door and tell her that her son beat you up and her son's friend. I'm knocking. Meanwhile, I'm like loud as hell. Probably the whole hotel floor heard what's going on. I'm going crazy. So I'm knocking. And like you crying, but like you got that mad face. So I had that face on. So she picked up the door. She was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, your son and his friend just beat me up. And I was just crying. She was like, oh, it's okay. Just go back in the room. Y'all boys rough housing. I'm like, I'm not going back in that room. I'm not going back in that room. I need somewhere to sleep tonight because I'm not, they're animals. Like, they're jumping me for no reason. I can picture what they're gonna do when I'm sleeping. Like, I don't need to be jumping in my sleep. So, she's like, all right, go get yourself and you can sleep in here tonight. Got myself gladly with a smile on my face. I walked past them with that. I won, even though the back man is still motherfucking bleeding. So, I went to her room. I slept. We woke up the next morning, was planned to go to Disney. So, we driving. We in the car. We driving. And she could not find a way to get into Disney. I was hella tight. I'm like, how can you not find a way to get in Disney? So she like, all right, let's forget it. Let's go to Universal Studios. So I'm hella pissed. Like, you tell me I'm going to Disney and then we go to Universal Studios. I mean, they both still amazing parks, but come on, like they completely different experiences. I have never saw a kid get hyped. Oh yeah, we're going to Universal Studios. Like, no, like I want to go to Disney. So by that time, I wasn't ready to give up. She was already giving up. She was like, all right, yeah, turn around. So I'm trying to like look at play. I'm like, all right, no, maybe if you go that way, maybe, turn that way, go back that way. She wasn't having it. So she's like, no, we're going to go to Universal Studios and we're going to call it a day. I went to Universal Studios. The whole time we in the car, I didn't say nothing to him and his friend. I didn't even look at them. Like, I was so disgusted. Like, you made me bleed. And I have a very weak stomach, so like I can't even look at my own blood. So like just thinking about it, like in the car, I was like so pissed. Like, you made me bleed. Like, did you really do that? Like, you really made me bleed. Like, wow, fuck you. So we get back to like the hotel area, and then we go straight to Universal Studios from there. So we go to Universal. And I ain't gonna lie, I had a good time there. I didn't go on much rides because I'm not like a roller coaster. I'm afraid of roller coasters. I'm afraid of heights. You know, back then. I'm not so much now. I went on a few rides. But it was just, it was okay. It wasn't the same, but it was okay. So I had went to Jurassic World. That was like my area that I liked it, and only because they had the Jurassic World Burger Shack. So I went there and I was like, do y'all want like this $3 turkey leg, or do y'all want to go to the burger joint? I'm like, I want to go to the burger joint. I love burgers. Can't go wrong with a burger. So I went there and it's like a whole motherfucking topping bar, and my eyes got big and I'm like, oh shit, like a nigga about to feast up in his bitch. Exactly what I did. My mom got out. She didn't want nothing from there. She wanted the fucking turkey leg. So we got out, and there was like a cart right there. She brought turkey leg, and she like, you want a piece? I'm like, yeah. What the fuck, gonna pass up a piece of a turkey leg? Like, I want a piece. So she gave me a piece, and I was so mad that I just went to that burger shack, because even though it was like fucking delicious, like that turkey leg was everything, like everything. So I was like, damn, like, did I really fucking just goofed by picking the fucking burger shack? I'm like, nah, fuck it. So we continued, and then we was gonna go to, I don't know if you ever been, but they have Emerald Lagasse's restaurant there. So they have that there. So then we like all, you know, it's like packed. Like there was a whole line. The shit was packed. So now I'm like, all right. Then there was a was it Joe's Crab Shack or Red Lobsters? It was one of them. They had Joe Crab Shacks or Red Lobsters. So okay, we're gonna go there. They like, oh, the wait is 45 minutes. I'm not waiting fucking 45 minutes to eat. Mind you, it's dinner time. I'm hungry now. Like, so then she like, all right. So then we leave the park, and then we went to McDonald's. Now, this is what I mean by this the fucking worst vacation. Every time that there could have been something good in how it was supposed to go, something went wrong, and we had to take the lesser thing, the fucking Walmart edition of it. Like, the fuck? Like, no, I want the name brand shit. I want Disney. I want the Joe Crab Shack. You know, that's what I want. That's what I want. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I was hella pissed, and the whole vacation was just like let down after let down after let down after let down. Then, you know, we got back to North Carolina, and I went to the mall. My uncle took me to the mall, and we at the mall, and there's like nobody there. Like, I don't know if y'all ever been to the South or North Carolina, South Carolina in particular, but there is no, I feel like it's like a zombie town. Like, I don't see nobody but the employees that work at these stores. So I went, got me a pair of Nikes, and uptowns, I was looking fresh as fuck in the South, and people already know I was from New York because like the way I talk, they like, oh, he's a New Yorker. Like, okay, in problem, I really don't see the problem. Like, bye. So then after that, my uncle was like, oh, y'all hungry? Hell yeah, I'm always hungry. Went to McDonald's, and I got me like chicken nuggets and a Frosty. Then I saw this restaurant. I'm like, what's Bojangles? And he was like, oh, you never been to Bojangles? He's like, they got that in New York? I'm like, I don't think so. I ain't got no Bojangles in New York. So my mom took me, and it was everything. Like, if you think KFC is good, if you think Pies is good, wait till you have Bojangles. Bojangles is like at the top. I think it tastes better than even Chick-fil-A. Like, it's amazing. It's so fresh. The biscuits, everything. So then, like, we had maybe about 3 more days of the vacation left. So we went to, like, again, went back to barbecues and family events. And it was good. And then I got back home, and I was just so happy to be home, you know, because it was just like, I don't know. It was like the worst vacation because nothing happened how it was supposed to happen. Like, that got me pissed. It was like let down after let down after let down after let down. And I'm just like, how much more can I take? Like, I'm one person. But, you know, in general, like, now I look back at it, I'm like happy and I'm grateful because there's a lot of kids, a lot of people that don't even get to go on vacations like that and spend time with their family. And I got to do that, even though I was like a fucking sourpuss bitch at the moment. But so, I got to do that. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed my story time. If you are, like I said, a new subscriber, please subscribe. I'm going to leave the little thing down below. But yeah, just support me, like my videos, comment on them. Let me know what y'all want to see, what kind of way y'all want me to go. And give me advice if you want. Just, comment down below, like, share, and we gonna get it popping. It's your boy Lavish King. Thank you for tuning into my world.